So many of you have said how much you love canned mackerel, so today's the day we're going to try them out. Of course, we're going to start out with King Oscar. We've got the mackerel, royal fillets, and olive oil. These are skinless and boneless. And we're going to compare them to Bela, mackerel, and extra virgin olive oil. Since I haven't had canned mackerel, I always like to start out with 2 cans. I feel like it's a better gauge on getting like a baseline of what the canned fish is all about. First up, King Oscar, mackerel in olive oil, boneless and skinless. Ingredients, skinless and boneless, North Atlantic mackerel, olive oil, and salt. And then we've got Bela mackerel and extra virgin olive oil, product of Portugal. Ingredients, mackerel, organic extra virgin olive oil, and sea salt. Okay, let's open King Oscar. Okay, let's open the Bela. And the Bela is in extra virgin olive oil. Okay, so the Bela is not boneless and skinless, so that's kind of cool. We'll get to try 2 different versions here. Now in sardines, I always prefer bones and skin on, so we'll see if I feel the same about mackerel. But here's a look at them up close. Man, those Belas look good. Let's pour some oil out. Okay, so quite a difference in the oil there. Again, the Bela is extra virgin olive oil. The King Oscar just said olive oil. The King Oscar is much thinner. You can see it's just running its way over. And I'm keeping the plate steady and flat. I think this is going to require a fork. Let's pull a chunk out of here. Looks nice and chunky and flaky. Set that there. Let's pull out a Bela. Man, that's hefty. And that thing is like solid. All right, let me bring these up so you can take a look at both. Okay, let's start with the King Oscar boneless, skinless mackerel. Here we go. Holy crap, that is good. Man, that is so like fatty and rich. I also think it tastes sweet compared to a sardine. It's not overly fishy to me. It is not reminding me of tuna. The texture a bit, but I've only ever had tuna in water. I never had tuna in olive oil, but that was so juicy and tender and flaky, just really savory and a little sweet. That was really good. I gotta get another bite. Holy crap, I've been missing out on this. That is so good. I see what you guys are saying now. As far as sardines go, I always have preferred skin and bones on it. Not just for the taste, but for the nutrients in it as well. If I'm comparing a boneless, skinless sardine to this boneless, skinless mackerel, hands down, the mackerel to me tastes so much better. Just the texture, it is not dry the way that I find boneless, skinless sardines to be. It's less fishy to me than a boneless, skinless sardine. And I swear this has a sweetness about it. I don't know if I'm nuts, but it just has a mild, rich, subtle hint of sweetness. I love it. All right, Bela. And this is a hefty girl. And boy, that looks dry. Did this say it was smoked? No. I mean, this sucker looks dry to me. I hope I'm wrong. And I'm even gonna run it through the extra virgin olive oil. That is completely different. That's reminding me more of a sardine, but it's not the same, obviously. How do I even explain that? The Bela wasn't dry, even though when I first cut it into it, it looks extremely dry, but it wasn't. It wasn't as juicy as the King Oscar, but it wasn't dry to me. The skin and the bones in this are so good. It's got a bit of a chewy texture to it that I like in comparison to the boneless, skinless. I actually like it either way, but I'm kind of leaning towards the texture on the Belas. But there's something about the taste in this one that's really unique that I like, and I can't figure out how to explain it. Let me get another bite. Okay, this bite's a lot drier. Need water. The Bela seems like it's got a smoke to it. It doesn't say anything about it being smoked on the box, but it's got more of the texture as if it's been smoked and a hint of smokeness that I'm tasting. So every bite with the Bela, the dryness varies. That first bite was not dry. The second bite I took was very dry. This third bite here was like extremely juicy and tender, but I really think it tastes very similar to a sardine. All right, let me go back to the King Oscar. Let's do a big bite. The King Oscar is sweet, especially in comparison to the Bela. The King Oscar also tastes saltier to me, which I prefer that, but I'm also finding that the King Oscar tastes a bit fishier than the Bela, but I really like that. All right, let me do a little drizzle of the oil on this Bela. That bite was dry. You definitely get the crunch of the spine in the Bela, quite noticeable. I don't mind that. Let's do one more bite of King Oscar, but I'm gonna hit it with some Cholula. Oh yeah. Oh my God. All day, every day, I could eat that. We'll do one more bite of the fat end of the Bela. And let's hit this one with some crystal. So I gotta say, I'm a little mad at myself for waiting so long to try canned mackerel. It was so much better than I was expecting it to be. I'm really gravitating towards the King Oscar because it's just mild. It has that sweetness. It's got a little more salt in it that I like. It's super tender. Every single bite of that was juicy. The hot sauce kind of cut through the fattiness of it. The Bela was also good. I mean, we're comparing two different things here, with one being boneless and skinless, but I enjoyed the Bela as well. Now they are more expensive, and it's got extra virgin olive oil in it. It's from Portugal, so not very surprising that it's going to be a bit more expensive. But I've got more King Oscar mackerel back there, and one's in jalapeno, so I'm super excited to try that one. So if you're already a fan of eating sardines, I don't see how you're not going to love this too. Holy cow, he devoured that. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.